Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Recently, someone asked me on YouTube, can you create a flip animation in Adobe XD? I've had a tinker, I've had a play. I can confirm that yes, this is possible, and we're going to be doing it in this video. Hey guys, you're watching Dansky, the place to be to develop your creative skills. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create a flip animation in XD. Yes, it is possible. I've had a tinker. We're going to jump into XD now, and I'm going to show you how to create this. So let's jump to the screen. Rightio, so we're now in Adobe XD. You can see I have a new artboard, 600 pixels wide, 600 pixels high. And if you would like to download these project files so you can follow along, they'll be linked in the video description. I can't give you the assets like the skull and the ace, they're from Adobe stock, but I'll add something in there that I have a license to distribute. You can download them if you'd like to follow along. So I've got these here. This is going to be on one side of the card, and then the ace is going to be on the other side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this into position. So you can see I've already sized this one up correctly. It doesn't have to touch the edge. You can actually bring this inside of the edge if you have like a different graphic or something, so it can sit within the card. But I'm going to run this one all the way to the edge. And then over here on the layers panel, if you don't see this, it's at the bottom of the screen here. You can click this icon to bring it out. I'm just going to give this a suitable name. So we'll call it skull. And you can see I've given my card the name card. Very suitable, right? Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some new artboards. So I'm just going to select the existing artboard number 1 and press Command or Control D on the keyboard, and it will duplicate the selected object. And there we go. So we have 4 artboards, and I can just delete the skull off all of them. I only need them on the first one. And I'm just going to name these appropriately. So we're going to call this 1-flip. We'll call this one 2. And then we've got 2-flip. So the reason I'm structuring my artboards like this is where the first graphic is going to go, the start. And then this one is going to go on here. So this is our second graphic, like our second end state. And then the 1-flip is going to be the process in the middle where the card is essentially sideways. So the card will be sideways, you won't be able to really see it pretty much, and it's going to be like mid-flip, so the halfway point between these two artboards. And then over here we've got 2-flip. That's going to be exactly the same thing, flipping again, and then it's going to loop all the way back to the beginning, and it will be able to start over. Okay, so we've got our layers named. If I click on this, we've got a card. You can see, because I duplicated the artboards, it's called card, card, card. That's especially important for Auto-Animate. So Auto-Animate knows by the layer name that it's going to animate the card from one artboard to another. If I change the layer name of the card on different artboards, it'll break that animation and it won't work. So what we can do now is, well, let's go and create the animation first of all. So let's just go over to prototype mode. Now you can animate this from a button or an object, but I'm just going to do it from the artboard. So we'll click on the artboard and drag the blue tab to the next one. And this is going to be a tap trigger. So when we tap or click anywhere on the artboard, it's going to start the flip animation. So of course we're using an Auto-Animate, and I'm just going to go with ease in, out. And I found the sweet spot for this is kind of somewhere between 0.3 and 0.5 seconds. So of course I've gone right in the middle, 0.4. Next we're going to jump over to this one. Now on this one, once we've done the flip to the halfway point, what we're going to do is we're going to want to add a time delay to this next one. We don't want to have to interact with it or anything. So if we click and drag here, we're going to use the same easing settings again. So ease in, out, 0.4, but we're just going to change this to a time delay and make sure that your delay is set to 0 seconds. So now we've just got to repeat what we did again. So we'll go number 2, drag this to the next one. This is a tap or click, and it remembers all those easing and duration settings. And then the last one will link this back to the beginning. And of course, this is a time delay. So if I go to number 1, click on that, and we'll click play, we'll just see how this looks. Okay, so the animation works. It doesn't actually flip yet, but it actually works, which is always a good start. So we'll close this down. Now what we need to do is jump back into design mode, and we'll zoom in and we'll create our flip state. This is like the halfway point between the animations, so we need to create that now. So if I select this here, I've got my card. And what I'm going to do is you can adjust this manually like so, or you can go to the property inspector on the right and we're going to enter 1 as the width. Just make sure you have this padlock unlinked as well. We don't want to mess around with the height of the card, just the width. Press return and you'll see it becomes very, very difficult to see, but it is definitely there. And we can now manually position this in the middle, or what we can do is align this using the alignment tools. Boom, so it snaps right in the center. It's very important that it is in the middle and your cards are in the middle as well, otherwise it will flip to a different central point and it will look weird, trust me. So make sure that that is in the middle. And what we need to do is we need to take our skull graphic and we need to go to Edit and Copy. We'll pop that on this artboard as well, go Edit and Paste. And again, we're going to do the same thing. So check that this is unlocked, the width and the height. Enter 1 as the width, and then pop that in the center. So it stacks up. Now the difference here is with the card, we're going to leave the opacity at 100%, but with the graphic, whatever your graphic is, or the skull graphic, the ace graphic, whatever it is, we need to reduce the opacity down to 0. So we'll go and reduce the opacity here with the skull graphic selected. And if I go and select this over here, number 1, we'll click play, and this should, if I've done this correctly, flip correctly. Okay, so we've got the first flip. Next, we just need to do the same thing again, but for this one. So we'll grab the graphic here, the ace graphic. I haven't actually named this, so remember that is super important. So we'll just call this ace over here in the layers panel. And I'm going to go to Edit, Copy, jump back onto this artboard here, and go Edit and Paste. So what's happening here is the skull graphic is fading out and becoming thinner, and then on this one we need to do the same thing. So unlock the width, set the width as 1, pop that in the middle and reduce the opacity. So as this one becomes thinner and fades out, the ace starts thinner and fades in. So they kind of like overlap. Okay, let's try and play this again. And there we go. So we have our card flip animation. And once you've got to this point, like this is the home stretch now. So we can just close this down. We can just select everything on this artboard. So you can see in the layers panel, we have the card, the skull, and the ace. We go to Edit and Copy. And because we've set up all our timings and everything already, what we can do now is just, well, we'll clear this last artboard by selecting the card and hitting Delete or Backspace. And we're simply going to select the artboard, go to Edit and Paste, and it will paste exactly the same thing in as this one here. So now what we can do is go through and play this all over again from the beginning, and you'll see the card flips, and it flips again, and it will continuously keep flipping to infinity and beyond. And there we go, got the Buzz Lightyear quote in there once again. So it is possible to create a card flip animation with Auto-Animate in Adobe XD. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you've got any questions or comments, please do drop them down below. But as always, like this video if you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you next time.